Today we're going to talk about equations, solutions, whether they are accurate solutions. Does anyone know what a solution is? The answer to an equation. And an equation is a mathematical statement that two quantities are equal. You can think of a correct equation as a balanced scale. This is like our teeter-totter. Remember? With a teeter-totter, one side has to equal the other side. We have a balanced scale right here. 3 plus 2, we all know 3 plus 2 is 5. This balances right here at this center point. Okay? This is the same as an equal symbol. It balances. If it doesn't balance, then we do not have a solution. For example, if we had 3 plus 2, instead of 3 plus 2, we had, I can't erase that one. Instead of 5, it said 7. Would that balance? No. Let's say we had 3 plus 3. Would our scale balance? No. Next slide. Equations may contain variables. If a value for a variable makes an equation true, that is a solution of the equation. Okay, so for example, we have this equation, s plus 15 equals 27. All of you can look at this and know s equals 12. You should be able to do that. So it says s equals 12. Let's check it. Let's make sure that that's correct. So we'll plug in 12 right here. We take this s equals 12, and we plug 12 in for s, which is what they did right here. 12 plus 15, does that equal 27? Yes. So we would say, yes, this is a solution. Now, the next one says, well, what if it says s equals 10? So we'll take 10, we plug this 10 in right here, we take it, we plug it in for 15, or we plug it in for s, and we have 10 plus 15, which is 25. 25 does not equal 27, does it? So we would say, no, this is not a solution. So on your homework, you're going to have problems that look like this. It says, determine whether the given value of a variable is a solution. The given value. This right here is the given value. It says b equals 1,650. Then our equation is right here. b minus 447 equals 1,203. We have to see if this is true. We have to see if this number is correct. So what do you think we do? What do you think we do? Subtract what? No. We have a b equals. What is b? So we plug this 1,650, we plug it in for b right here. We have 1,650 minus 447. And I do it top to bottom because I'm better at subtraction that way. Instead of doing across, I'm better at it up and down. So I'm going to do this subtraction. I'm going to go 5, this is a 4, this becomes a 10, that's a 3, that's a 0, that's a 2, that's a 1. So 1,650 minus 447 is 1,203. Are these two numbers the same? So that means that this is a solution. Yes. Answer the question? Yes. Big letters, yes. Because those two numbers equal. If they didn't equal, our scale would be off to the right or left. It would not balance. Our teeter-totter wouldn't balance. We need our teeter-totter to balance. And the only way that it balances if this number and this number are the same. Next one. We have to determine whether it's a solution. How do we do this one? This one's different. This one's not the same. It's not subtraction. What is this? What is 27x? What does that mean? Cesar. That means multiplication. What two things are we multiplying here? We're multiplying, well, technically right now we're doing 27 times x. But then it says x is 54. So we go 27 times 54. And someone got a calculator just because we need a calculator. Do this. How about 1,458? Does this and that equal? Do we have a balanced scale? We don't. We don't have a balanced scale. So the answer to this one is no. That's not a solution. X equaling 54, not a solution. Let's try the next one. What do we have to do? What do we have to do? Guess? Very good. You take, it says u equals 73. We have our solution here. We have this solution, and we have an equation. It says u equals 73. So we take this 73, we plug it in for u, and we got 73 plus 56. Well, that's a 9. That's a 12. We got 129, and we have 139. Does our scale balance? So what's my answer? Big fat letters. No. Now don't make it that big on your homework because you'll waste too much paper. You can do one line if you want. Okay? Again, what do we do? What do we do? Let's just... Okay, so we take this 15, we plug it in for G, we got 45 divided by 15. What is 45 divided by 15? 3. So we have 3 equals 3. Do we have a balanced scale? So what do we do? They're on a diet. Paulo says that his yard is 19 yards long. Jamie says that Paulo's yard is 664 inches long. Determine whether or not these two measurements are equal. First of all, we need to know something here, don't we? What do we need to know in order to solve this problem? Jonathan. Well, that's true. What do we need to know? Yeah, because we have two different units here. We have inches and we have yards. Oh, wait, that's the wrong yard. Inches and yards. Well, how many inches are in a yard? Do we know that? First of all, how many inches are in a foot? That's something we all should know. 12. There's 12 inches in a foot. And how many feet are in a yard? 3. So if there's 12 inches in a foot, And there's 3 of them in a yard, so 12 plus 12 plus 12 is 36. There are 36 inches in 1 yard. Okay? So there are how many inches in 19 yards? How do we figure that out? What operation do we have to do? If we multiply 36 times 19, we're going to end up with the number of inches in 19 yards. What is that number? 684 inches in 19 yards. Are these two, now, a bunch of you are going to, on your homework, you're going to go, oh, 684, and you're going to leave this as an answer. You're going to probably circle it. You're going to go, oh, there's my answer. Is that the correct answer? Why is it not the correct answer? Marissa. Yeah, it says determine whether or not these measurements are equal. It doesn't ask me how many inches there are in 19 yards. So in order to actually answer the question, what do we have to say? Say no. No, not equal. Anna says the table is 7 feet long. John says the table is 84 inches long. Determine whether they're equal. You know what? You guys should all have a little scrap piece of paper or something. Write your answer down. Just write down an answer on some sort of scrap paper or something. I want you all to be careful. Because a bunch of you see these two numbers. A bunch of you see this, 84, and you see 7. You see those two numbers, and you're like, oh, well, I got to multiply those two. That's not true. Read the question. Anna says the table's 7 feet long. John says the table's 84 inches long. We need to, the problem is, we have inches and we have feet. We have 2 different units. We have to get it to the same unit in order to get an accurate answer. So we have to figure out how many inches are in 7 feet. So there's another number out there that we have to deal with that isn't written here. It's a number you should know. That number is how many inches are in 1 foot. And how many inches are in 1 foot? 12. So we take 7 and we multiply that times 12. And 7 times 12 is 84. Now, some of you, I came around, some of you were like, oh, there's my answer, 84. That doesn't answer the question. To answer the question, you need to say, yes. They are equal. Be careful when you do these things. Don't, when I'm here in class and I'm showing you these things, and I say things like, is this the right answer? I'm doing that because I've been teaching long enough that I know that a lot of you are going to want to do this. A lot of you are going to circle this 84 as an answer. Pay attention to those little things that I say so that you don't make the same mistakes that others have made before you. Learn from their mistakes. And I'm trying to explain some of their mistakes. Okay? Your homework assignment is page 72, 8 to 42 even. And I'm going to hand back your quizzes, and extra credit is quiz corrections.